Welcome, Gemini, to your numerology reading for May. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with you in your numerology. So excited, actually, because of all the numbers we got last time, in the last reading. We have 11 coming out for individuality. So very nice. And coming up underneath that, we have Venetian Galactic Council, talking about the star being guides. Answer the call and time to shine. It's time to shine right now. Through your individuality, you are definitely going to shine, Gemini. And we've kind of seen this all month long, where it's like you're picking up the pace, you're doing what you know you want to do. And so Spirit is just saying, I want you to continue to be who you are, go for your goals. This is no ordinary time within your life. This is a time for enormous individuality for yourself. Get really into who you are and create what you really need. Having 8 coming out saying, don't allow any fear or any worry to, interfere within your manifestation. Coming out with 8 for that manifestation. Let's see, and then we have 4, because you have the firm foundations and achievements, really going for those firm foundations and achievements, making a big step over here. So don't really have those worries. Put them on the, put them on the back burner, throw them away. There's no need for them at all. Next card coming out is also a receive healing. So any healing that you need to have done, it is now a time to also heal from any anxieties, worries that you're not going to make it to your firm foundations, that you're not going to get this rainbow. Really focus on what it is that you really need at this time. And the next 2 cards coming out are your tarot cards, which is beautiful messages coming through. Listen for those messages, whether they're from the divine, your higher self, or other people coming through. It's also talking about moving up that ladder, that now it is definitely a time for you to establish yourself so that you can take big steps towards your victory. Look at that, 6. So we have a lot of 8s here. We have 2 8s so far and a 4, which is very interesting, right? Because 8 breaks down to 4. So it's talking about manifesting for the big steps that you have, getting rid of any worries so that you can have your stabilization and your firm foundations. And then the 6 is bringing in that victory and that reward through pure harmony. So definitely there's something important going on that you really need to pay attention to and focus on over here, my friends. With the Galactic Council, so there's new cards I got for my birthday. Love them, guys. These are, I think I showed you guys last time, I'm not sure. But these are the Gateway of Light Activation. So my husband bought these for my birthday, so love those. This card here, put it here for a second so you guys can see it. It's very cool. It's Venetian, right? And we're in Venus right now. Right? Taurus energy going on. And this card is telling you to step up and create the changes you want to see in the world. You have a reason for being here, and you have the potential to inspire, support, and heal your corner of the world. Don't let this information scare you or overwhelm you. There's the trapped in fear, right? For you are being prepared energetically to step into this role. The ideas that you have been creating recently and having these divine downloads, you're being called for dramatic changes to your life and simply move forward step by step. It says the Venetian Galactic Council will reveal, more information to support you. So be prepared to be on this right path, as they are literally pushing you on this right path. And I know that a lot of you are feeling this, and the last reading we were talking about this, feeling like you're winning the lottery, feeling like there's something, something going on. There's this energetic pull towards you, even if it's from the smallest rewards that are coming in to maybe huge rewards one way or another. It does feel like there is something coming through. And this is because you're definitely being pulled towards this, especially as you're really going towards your birthday season, and definitely getting ready for that Mercury retrograde. So let's see what's going on over here. So very critical time right now after this lunar eclipse to really push you into the right direction. And Spirit just wants you to understand, I really want you to use your individuality. Create what you want. Don't worry about what the crowd wants you to do. Don't worry what your friends want you to do, right? It's all about what you want to do. Okay, and getting the first card out is giving. There it is. The more you give to yourself, the more you receive. The more you give to others, you receive back. But this right now is not really saying so much that you're giving to other people. Spirit says, I see you giving to the other people. Now it's time for you to step up and give back to yourself. Worry about what you really want to create and really get strong about it. Don't use any fear or any worries that this won't work or that won't work. Just keep going strong. Absolutely on the right path. And as you are, beautiful Gemini card coming up, this Queen of Swords is saying, because you're pushing yourself onto the right path, and I'm helping push. So you could even feel like there's, like I said, this tug, or maybe a push, however you want to see it. But it feels like there's something that is definitely guiding you in the right path. And you just can stay strong and stay focused on the situation so that you can get to where your achievements are, where you truly want to be. Having the Wheel of Fortune come out. And remember, receiving the healing is making sure that you're giving back to yourself and anything that you have, just in itself, the worries and the stress and the anxieties need to be healed. So that way you're not allowing those to downplay or give you any, moments in your life where like, I'm not sure if I'm going to get there. Don't worry about the unsureties. Don't worry about those things. You just keep doing what you're doing, right? So that you can have the transformation. And then having this beautiful transformation, like I said, we just got out of that lunar eclipse, which was in the constellation. It was a, full moon of Scorpio. And then it's giving this huge transformation. And it's going to take everything that's overwhelming you and it's going to kind of throw it out the door. So take that healing moment. Tell yourself, I just don't need to worry about these things. I really do need to just push through this. Because if I'm just going to sit around and worry, I'm not accomplishing much. And worry doesn't do anything. It doesn't turn the situation in your favor. It's useless energy. My grandma used to always say it's a kind of a negative energy because it doesn't give out the motivation that's needed, right? But then she also used to say, it's a useless, 100% useless energy. Because when you worry, it doesn't do anything. She used to always say, Shara Marie, did you worry and get sick and have a headache and feel anxious? Did it turn anything around? Did it do anything for you? No, Grandma, it didn't. It just made me feel sick. And then brought up more anxieties. And it started to become negative because then you start thinking, it's never going to happen. It's not going to do this. It's not going to do that. So they're saying, get rid of anything that does not, that's a part of getting rid of anything that doesn't suit you. And that energy definitely does not suit you because it really doesn't change anything. She's absolutely correct. So, Ace of Swords. Now you're going to have the realizations that your victory will be closer than you realize. However small, however big, but at least you're on the right track. And at least you're thinking more positive about the situation as you are being, pushed. And as you see the time to shine, this is just because you have all these things going around you, right? And you'll notice that the more you're shining and you're in a more positive attitude, Spirit says, yes, because I'm going to bring these people to you. You might feel like all of a sudden you're in more of a competition. We see with the Six of Wands, he might have been winning a, maybe like the Olympics, or you see what I'm saying? He's winning something. He's the victor of the situation. So if you feel like you're in some kind of job that's more competitive, be more assertive. Put everything you have out there. And if it's from a creative point, you got this. establish yourself. Make that big step up the ladder. You know, it's time to do something important that you will have others in your world, in your industry, you know, looking at you, shining, and it's like they're going to be kind of running all around you because you're going to say, what is going on? This is one of those times, you know, in your life that you'll be able to afford, you know, all kinds of enormous things coming at you. And then with the Wheel of Fortune, you know, it's time for, you know, the giver to receive. We see that here, don't we? The giver to receive. You give and give and give. It's your time to receive. It's time for the gifts and the luck and the fortune. So whatever you're giving back to the world, you will receive from the world. And it feels like you've already received little things. Now it's time for you to push the limits. Somebody try to tell you you can't do this and do that. You become yourself and say, you know what? That's not true. You haven't even seen what I got yet. You build yourself up. Tell yourself you can do this. And look, you know, you will have the certain rewards. And then we have to look at kind of, you know, like spirit. Hey, you know what? The first reward is courage. The second reward is the joy. The third reward is the reward of knowing that I'm accomplished, that I can be assertive, that I can get these things done. I am healed from the situation. And then boom. Right? So then you have all these other things coming through. Because there's so many greater aspects that are going to come from this situation of just opening your chakras up to say, I got this. And then you're going to feel better. Because remember, as soon as you get all these things worked out, the courage and all these things, and really taking on what you want, you've already won in that area. Because now you're going to say, I feel great. I feel empowered. I know I can do things way more than I thought I could before. It's not saying you never were empowered. It's not saying you didn't have the courage. You're stepping up to the next plate. See, that's the point. It's not saying anything of the above. It's saying, I want you to take it further. I want you to take the next step up the ladder so that I can really show you what you really truly can have and what you really truly then will be rewarded with and deserve. Beautiful reading, my friends. Wow. So you're just leveling up. That's really what this is. So if you feel like for some of you just kind of like made it to a certain place and then it became kind of stagnant, now it's time to move again. Right? Because it's like, okay, I got this and I got that, but where do I go? What do I do? Do I stay here? You know? And now they're saying, no, it's time to move. Okay, let's see what's going on over here with your Law and Attraction card. Exciting. So the numbers that you might be seeing, let's just get this down really fast. You have a lot of sixes. 6, 6. So you got the 6, 6. Okay. So you have a lot of sixes. And I think you had a lot of sixes last time too. I think you had 6, 6, 6, which is wonderful. If I remember the reading correctly. But you have the 2 6s. This is talking about that harmony, right? And then you have a lot of 8s. So you have 8, 8. That's manifesting and making sure that you're really going after what you're needing, really leveling up. And then, of course, you have the 1s, right? So you could be seeing 6, 8, 1, and 1 again, and then 11. So you might even be seeing a lot of 11, 11, right? And then, of course, 4 for the firm foundation. So, yeah, that's really what's going on here. So if you guys are seeing a lot of 1s, 6, and 8s, and 4 is what we're going after here. This is definitely what Spirit is talking about. We got to get this done. Now, in this reading, I see more 8s and 1s than anything. So it's time to manifest. It's time to take back and really start moving for that harmony and peace. The card you got out is the physical me is materialized spirit. 4 plus 1 equals 5, right? So there's that 4 and that 1 again. So, and yeah, if you're seeing the 5, it's because it's saying, yeah, because I have to give you this new beginning so that you can have, you know, this ultimate change. So some say that you should not want money all because, wait, hold on a second. The way these are written sometimes. Okay, some say that you should not want money at all because the desire for money is materialistic and not spiritual. Okay, well then we wouldn't live. Okay. You would die. Hunger, starvation, no shelter. I just want you guys to know right now, I have heard this many times, but because we are human, it actually runs underneath your root chakra as survival needs. Don't worry about that. It's just when you want too much, it becomes greed, right? There's a fine line between what you need and what you literally, overly want. Yeah, I agree with that. But we want you to remember that you are here in this very physical world where spirit has materialized. You cannot separate yourself from the aspect of yourself that is spiritual. And while you are here in these bodies, you cannot separate yourself from that which is physical or material. Absolutely, you will die or freeze to death. Okay, all of the magnificent things of a physical nature that are surrounding you are spiritual in nature. Of course. Of course. We're the only being on this planet that needs money to survive. So if you don't have money and they're saying it's evil, then how the hell are you going to live? And I've heard this many times, guys, so I do like this card because it's totally true. Well, if you try to materialize money, then you're greedy evil. Really? No, I just want to live. So no, if you're looking for the better job because you need the better money to be able to pay your bills, live happily, travel the world so that you could be happy, get the things that you want because we're human, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, because like I said, we're the only creatures on this planet that actually have to have money. So it's literally in your root chakra as survival needs. So man, I love that card because man, it gets you all kind of riled up though. Like, are you kidding? Right? I can only imagine how many people just said, oh, yeah, okay, so we're all just gonna be poor, right? Yeah, you're right. Monkeys don't materialize money. If anything, they're just, they're just gonna eat it or something anyways, right? No, they don't have any need for money. Think of a lot of weird things that the monkey could do with the money. Okay, guys. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.